Panchane is the Sangrama in charge of the five Buddha relic stupas which Ashoka made with the leftover relics after he made 84,000 stupas. Panchane means five parts. Panchane means five parts, and Panchane means intestinal relics. So Panchane means intestinal relics. So Panchane and Panchane, they sound similar. So folks, most probably it is the Buddha's intestinal relics enshrined in Sathopur or Panchane. And how did I come to this conclusion? To understand this, view the entire video till the end. Now folks, I showed you Sathopur, which is the five Buddha relic stupas which Ashoka made with the leftover relics. With the leftover relics, he made these five Buddha relic stupas, small stupas which Xuan Zang says look like mountains. And now see, stupas are places to pray, not to live on. So every stupa had to have a Sangrama nearby, in which the monks stayed and in which the pilgrims who came to pay homage stayed. And basically the pilgrim had to know what part of the Buddha's body he was praying to. So the Sangrama carried that name. The Sangrama gave away the name of the body part which was enshrined in the stupa. Now folks, this the stupa, the five relic stupas which Ashoka made, which looked like five little hills, it also had a Sangrama south of the stupas. It is Panchane. Panch-ane means five parts. Panch-ane, five parts. Panchane. Now if you put Panch-ane together, it becomes Panchane. Panchane means intestines, folks. So a word for the intestines was created. The word for the Buddha's intestines was created, and that word went into the Hindi language. It means, Panchane means intestines. So those five Buddha relic stupas, folks, has the Buddha's intestines. Check out the video of the Sangrama Panchane, which gives away the name of the body part of the Buddha enshrined in those five Buddha relic stupas called Sathopur. Let's see what Xuan Zang shows us after the mountain. To the southwest of the mountain is a collection of five stupas. The foundation are lofty but ruinous. What remains, however, is a good height. At a distance they look like little hills. Each of them is several tens of paces in front. Men in after days tried to build on the top of these little stupas. The records of India state in old time when Ashoka-raja built the 84,000 stupas, there was still remaining 5 measures of relics. After building 84,000 stupas, 5 measures of relics were remaining. Therefore he erected with exceptional grandeur 5 other stupas remarkable for their spiritual portents, miraculous, with a view of to indicate the fivefold spiritual body of Tath&gata. Some disciples of little faith talking together argued thus: in old time Nanda-raja built these 5 stupas as treasure places for his wealth and 7 fortunes. In consequence of this gossip, see, this is the catchword: 7 precious substances. So the stupa had, according to the gossip, it was Nanda-raja's stupa, not Ashoka's, and it had 7 precious substances. So the stupa is named after these, is called Sathopur. In consequence of this gossip, in after time a king of insincere faith and excited by his covetousness put his troops in movement and came with his followers to dig. The earth shook, the mountains bent, and the clouds darkened the sun. Whilst from the stupas there came a great sound like thunder. The soldiers with their leaders fell backward, and the elephants and horses took to flight. So folks, this is the basically Ashoka's stupas, Buddha relic stupas were booby trapped. Because Ashoka knew that people would come to steal the relics. So it was booby trapped, and just 8 years ago, in the first Ashokan Buddha relic stupa, when they tried to remove the cupola, it's a sun temple today. So when they tried to remove the cupola of the sun temple, blasts took place. And the priest was thrown against the wall. Of course, they put it that the sun god was angry, that's why the blast took place. And the whole village ran away. So folks, this story that Zang relates about a blast taking place and the king's elephants and horses running away isn't myth, folks. It is facts, because this is the third place Zang repeats this story. Anyway, let's see where the place is. Let's see in satellite pictures. Where is Sathopur? You have Choti Pahadi here, you have Garpar here with the pile of rocks, Zang says, and this is southwest of the mountain. Southwest of the mountain is Sathopur. And Sathopur is, according to the rumour of those days, that it wasn't Ashoka's five stupas, it was Nanda king's five stupas to hide his jewels, his 7 precious substances. That's why it's Sathopur. But the river gives the game away. The name of the river is Panchane river. Panch means 5 and Ane is 5 parts. Panchane river is 5 parts. This is the name of Ashoka had given Sathopur, but the locals called it Sathopur, and Ashoka's name is Panchane. So folks, this is the stupa. Now stupas are meant to pray to, not live on top. So there must have been a Sangrama nearby which dealt with where the monks stayed and where the people stayed. And usually the Sangrama tells of the body part which is enshrined in this stupa. So now let's see where the Sangrama is, folks. Where is the Sangrama? Sathopur is there. And where is here? Pachauri, Panch Auri means 5 parts. Panch Auri is 5 parts. So this is the Sangrama. And what does Pachauri means? It means intestines, folks. It means intestines. That means folks, Pachauri, Sathopur has, the 5 stupas have the Buddha's intestines in it. The 5 stupas have the Buddha's intestines. This is Pachauri, and folks, the Sangramas usually give tell the actual story. So here it is. This is the the Buddha's intestines are enshrined in these 5 stupas. Check out the pictures of the Sangrama, Pachauri. Okay, now folks, so this is your Pachauri, the 5 Buddha relic stupas which Ashoka made. Now that there are 2 places which are candidates for the 5 stupas. One is Sathopur and the other is Panchane, because both are on the banks of the Panchane river. Now Panchane means 5 parts. Panchane means 5 parts. Pachauri means 5 parts. Now the river is in the name of Panchane, which is the name of the 5 stupas. And according to Xuan Zang, Ashoka made these 5 stupas, but the rumor was that no, it was the Nanda kings who had made them and to hide their 7 jewels, 7 precious objects. So that is why it is called Sathopur. Now, Sathopur, it has the relics. That means it should have a Sangaram nearby where the monks and the pilgrims could stay. So that is Pachauri. Pachauri and Pachauni seem similar and they have the same meaning. Pachauri will be an ancient rendering of the present day word Pachauri. Folks, Panch-ane ya Panch-chauri means 5 parts. 5 parts of the body. So this is, and Panch-ane, and then see, it is beautiful juggling of words. Panch-ane and Panchane, which means intestines, sound similar. Panch-ane means 5 parts and Panchane means intestines. Now, this is the way, like the Buddha's birthplace is Paira, written Paida, but pronounced Paira. Because he landed on his feet. He was born on his feet. Paira. So similarly up here, Panchane, Pachauri, and your, intestine, the intestines, Panchane. Folks, this is the unique word play of ancient times. So folks, this is most probably Pachauri, is most probably the Sangrama or the 5 stupas itself on the banks of the Panchane river. Folks, if you found this educative, don't forget to like, follow and subscribe to my page and inform your friends and relatives about the founding, about the 5 Buddha relic stupas which he made after, with the leftover relics after making 84,000 stupas.